Tortora here with Erica Geremia, celebrating her Gold Wave Hall of Fame induction here in 2024, and of course a member of the women's lacrosse team here at LeMoyne. Erica, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing very well. So just going back to that time, some of those memories that are top of mind to you, what sticks out when you're standing up on that stage remembering your career? What are some of those things that stood out to you?
I would say my teammates and my coaches. I can start with Kathy. Kathy had just an amazing staff underneath her, and she just was able to fuel them, which then fueled our team to want to compete for each other, with each other, and then it got to the point where we were like, we're actually really good, and then we knew championship weekend could be our future, and I think, we got there. I'm trying to think back. We got there in the 2015, that first season, Kathy and I, and when we made it to that Final Four, I think the program changed from there, and the team itself just cultivated and wanted to get back to championship weekend, and then, 2 years after I graduated, the team ended up winning a national championship. So I'm definitely super proud to be a part of the beginning stages of the fuel behind LeMoyne's women's lacrosse.
And you talked about getting to the Final Four, and then a couple years later they win a national championship. As much as you weren't physically there on the field, they say that, and I'm a firm believer in this, that a championship is not built in a year, it's not built in one season. So did you feel a part of that national championship?
I did, and I actually have so many personal ties with that. One of her assistants at the time was my teammate in high school and actually my teammate at Portland. And she also knew how to win, wanted to win. We won state championships together, and so seeing that, and then Kathy Taylor, and then all the younger girls underneath me. I think when I was a senior, the girls that had won were then now sophomores and juniors, so I got to play with them. They got to be fueled on how I wanted to win, and I know winning isn't everything, but you never have fun if you're not winning. So I always had fun winning, and I think that at least I would hope that the way I played and dialed in and I presented myself was just a reflection of how they played. I didn't take any plays off in practice. I wanted to be the best in every drill. I didn't selfishly do that. I just wanted it. And that's what my coaches wanted, that's what my teammates wanted, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
Where did that come from, that inner drive to just want it every single play, every practice, every opportunity that you had to work out or watch film? Where does that drive come from?
You know what? That is such a good question, because I try to think about that too, and no offense to my parents, but my parents never went to college, so they weren't really athletes. I never had anybody to look up to in that sense. But I would say they raised me to be the best version of myself, and then they also surrounded me around people that got me there too. Whether it was small moments or big moments, high school, I had an amazing coach that won state championships. He was around. Growing up, I actually played more club soccer than I did playing lacrosse, and those club soccer programs are insane, if anyone knows club soccer. But and then when I started getting recruited, I fell in love with Kathy Taylor right away. To be honest, I was pretty innocent in the recruiting timeline, and I didn't go to many places. I fell in love with Kathy Taylor and what she wanted to do at that program, and then I fell in love with Portland at the same time before I got to Portland. And so, again, I think they surround me around some good people that were able to push me. And then I think that I just was built this way. I have this inner drive. I always, trained. I trained around the best. My brother is super competitive, so I always had him in my back pocket. I always wanted to keep up with him, but...
You come from Camillus, you went to West Jenny, and then you go from West Jenny to SUNY Cortland to LeMoyne, and you're at Hobart and William Smith now. Yeah. So what is it about the state of New York and the level of lacrosse here that has just kept you tied really close to upstate New York?
Yeah. Again, I think that it's the people. So if I look back on I did move away for a few years, and then I came back home. And coming back home, the easiest thing for me to do was come back to Camillus and be in the West Genesee School District. And now that I have 2 kids, it's awesome that I get to raise them through the school district that I so love. But the transition to like Hobart, I think, was, again, the coaches there and the girls there are fueled like me. And the fact that I can add to it only makes me happier. And yeah, like I would say those girls are definitely upstate New York girls, Rochester, Buffalo, some Syracuse, and then we have some New Jersey kids. But yeah, there is something about being in this area that makes me happy, and also my family's here, and I absolutely need my village. So.
And being at Division III at SUNY Cortland, coming to LeMoyne Division II, now LeMoyne's Division I, so a connection to all 3 of the divisions in the NCAA. I know that you had the opportunity to take a picture here with Liz Bevel, but what can you say about what she's doing in this transition to D1 as a head coach at LeMoyne?
You know, I think that she's doing the best she can. I think she also came to LeMoyne like during like a time period where like Kathy left, such amazing things were happening here. She got to grab it. She also was coached underneath Kathy Taylor at Cortland, so she knew how to win. She wanted to win. She knew how to like embrace a good culture, how to run a good program. I actually had the privilege to coach next to Liz when we were at Colgate together. Yeah. So I totally think LeMoyne is so lucky to have her in the global part of the women's lacrosse program. I think the transition to Division I is just going to be hard in general. They just got there, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in the future. But I can't say enough good things about her. LeMoyne deserves her. She deserves LeMoyne, and I'm rooting for them.
And a final note, being from Central New York forever, you talk about raising your kids in the community you grew up in, and your kids now know you as a Hall of Famer, and you will forever be etched in that. Has that sunk into you that you can come back to LeMoyne and you will always be a part of the Gold Wave?
It has, you know, I mean, I still am a little like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm in the Hall of Fame. Like, I just think that I've always been known as like, oh, you played for Kathy Taylor all 4 years, like you made it to 4 Final Fours. Like, I didn't win a national championship, but I was able to cultivate so many good things that have happened here at LeMoyne. But I think that I'm super appreciative of being recognized as a personal honor, because I think that going to Final Fours, even being recognized as Player of the Year or Rookie of the Year, like I do throw that all back to my teammates. I really do, because I don't make it to the Final Four without them. Yeah. But I think that the Gold Wave Hall of Fame, I can truly own this because I did do my work. And like I said in my speech earlier, is I do hope it serves as an inspiration for girls to be all in and be confident. And I think that that's something that I hope for all athletes in today's world learn a little bit more. Being in the coaching world, I see a little bit all over the place, but I was all in. I took so many risks. I got yelled at a lot, but I didn't care because I knew what I wanted. I knew what the program wanted. I knew what we all needed. And our main goal was to get to championship weekend and win. And if that took making 1,000 mistakes, it took making 1,000 mistakes. But I didn't let it get to me. And so, like I said, I think that I am proud that I can own this award, and I am truly honored.
Well, incredible way to honor this day for you and your family. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.